Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Welcome to your Sunday night Iconic Journeys live stream flight. Once again, the weather has the weather been just clear skies all week in eastern USA. once again, I'm wondering, is it broken? Is it working? But looking at the meta, it does actually say clear skies. So I'm going to put that down to being accurate, fingers crossed. We'll see if we encounter any clouds this flight. For those of you who were here last week, you'll probably remember that, that there wasn't a single cloud in the sky, was there? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens this week. Sun dropping low in the sky makes for some lovely colorings. So thanks so much to everyone who is joining. If you haven't yet joined, you still have time. So we are at Savannah International Airport, Kilo Sierra Alpha Victor, and let's bring Google Maps up. We're on the North Europe server as well as always. So let's have a little look and see what's going to be happening. So here we are, and as I'm actually parked, I'm parked somewhere around here. I've actually seen an image. I don't know how old the image is, but this apron in particular, just here in the image, satellite image I saw. In fact, it may even be the satellite image on the in-game maps. Some of you may have seen this. It's awash with US fighter jets. So they're obviously not here on the Google Maps image. There's a time difference, obviously, between Google and Bing. Let's zoom out and have a look. We've also got, look, I love this name, the National Museum of the Mighty 8th Air Force. Not just the Air Force, the Mighty 8th Air Force. That made me smile a little bit when I saw that. So what I plan to do today, the I-95 is, as we can see, just here. So we could, if we wanted to, just quite easily depart from here and then pick up the I-95 pretty much instantaneously. But for those of you who were here last week, may recall that actually the detail and quality of the graphics in Savannah was really, really neat. So what I want to do is, instead of just taking this easy route, we're going to fly over downtown Savannah, I think. So what we'll do is we'll depart and we'll head eastbound, and then we'll just come a full circle, perhaps following the 516, and then meet back up, come back around, meet back up with the I-95. I thought that would be quite nice. As well, there's Hunter Army Airfield as well, so we could perhaps go further south, couldn't we? Check out this place, and then we'll head back over, join the I-95. This will be a real test of my VFR flying as I keep up with the chat, fly the aircraft, and make sure that we don't get lost. So that's going to be our plan. See how that looks. So welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming along this Sunday evening. Make sure you've got a nice drink, set yourself down. If you're not flying with us and you're just watching, let us entertain you on a Sunday night VFR chilled out flight. So welcome Callum, Nick, Mark, Wayne, Top Gun. Who else is here? Brian S. Ramers, Dr. Magic, Thomas Florence. Watch out for the rocket launch today. I don't think that's going to be simulated, but how cool would that be? Dark Fury as well. Katie Dora is on Twitch, and I think I've seen her on YouTube as well. Yeah, Twitch is never quite as popular for some reason. I'm not as well known on Twitch, but never mind. We're also obviously on Facebook as well, so big thanks to you, those guys watching on Facebook as well. Right, let me get rid of that. We know where we are going. Dark Fury is still trying to load in. Well, do you know what then, Dark? If you are still trying to load in, let me see. You could always spawn in at the Hunter Army Airfield. That's a good plan, actually, for anybody that wants to sort of meet up with us mid-air, I guess. Let me just find out the code for that. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's see. So, is there a code for that? I can't find it. But I'm sure you'll be able to find it on the Bing map or the satellite map. It's because it's not a commercial airport, so quickly check on Flight Radar 24. It's not going to bring that up. Dark Fury, this is the first time loading with a new GPU. Oh, Dark, what have you got? I'm excited to see that. Christian, good evening. Chucky Screws on Twitch. We are parked at Savannah, the southern apron at Savannah. Right, let's get on board. In fact, just before I do, let me just have a quick look around, see how many we got flying with us today. Oh, wow, nice. You may struggle or stall, whoever's flying the jet. Okay, yeah, really looking forward to this. Let's get on with a nice, lovely J flight, shall we? Kilo Sierra Victor November. Thank you, Arthur, for that. Quick engine start. We'll let all our instruments come up. Hope we've had a good weekend. Hopefully this is going to be the perfect way to end your weekend. Of course, if you're in Australia, then you may be waking up thinking, oh Lord, it's Monday morning. Nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Okay, parking brake released. Deploy a couple of degrees of flaps. Let's spin her around. Something's going on with the parking brakes there. There we go. Now we're working. Who's in the fighter jet? Apologies to everyone who I'm just taxiing through, but it's very kind of you to disappear for me. I'm really liking the music playlist today as well. This is quite neat, quite fun. So as I said, I am going to be taking off eastbound today. Of course, we don't need the entire runway. As per usual for these flights, I also have live traffic turned on, so you may get buzzed by a jet or two. Katazora, I have no idea why the radio's pink. That happened following one of the simulator updates. Wow, these taxi lights are big. Is that a KLM? That's clearly some model matching gone wrong, isn't it? Yeah, so live traffic. I'm gonna bet my mortgage that there isn't really a KLM lining up on the runway at Savannah. Okay, so power to the engines. Oh, it's windy. Mind you, that windsock there, you can just see to the right, did look like it was blowing a bit of a breeze. So plenty of rudder being inputted at the moment. Ooh, it's gonna be... let's get airborne, shall we? Before I get blown over. There we are. So, straight out, and we're going to have a look at downtown Savannah because it looks really nice and neat and detailed. Ronald Jeffers, good evening to you. It's the detail like this that I sometimes like. All of the cargo shipping containers, really nice and neat. And I can see, obviously, let's just look over the nose of the engine. There's downtown Savannah that we're heading for. Some good old VFR flying as I try and work out where we are and not get lost. So we're going to get up to our usual altitude of around 2,000 feet, not much higher than that. And then we'll take an external view. Oh, look at this. And what looks like a rail goods yard as well. The Aviator, hello. Do you reckon this was meant to be a ship? That obviously the AI has not quite got correct. Well, actually, I don't know. It's... yeah, oh, alright, it's an old ship. So we're coming up to, what we got, 1,100 feet. Now, I don't know much about local US geography, but this must be a major shipping port. I mean, it looks huge. Makes what we have in the UK look tiny, and that's even some of our largest ones. So I'm now just looking. This is the, which river's this? The Herb River. Right, we're going to spin her around. And what is this? I can't even see anything that resembles that on the map, strangely enough. Oh, I'm already lost. So I'm going to bring her back around here so we can... I mean, from this height, it just looks like a great pool of fungus. Not quite sure what that's meant to be. Dr. Magic, damn it, Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't believe in my Game Pass restart. You'll have to you'll catch up with us, Doctor. I'm sure of that. But it is incredibly detailed. High quality textures down there. If anyone happens to know what on earth this is, then please do let us know. We'll just get back in the flight deck because we're coming up in 2000. I'm just going to trim our aircraft out. A little bumpy as well. A little bumpy. There we go. Look at that. Still can't see the fungus fields on Google Maps. In fact, I'm almost struggling to pick out any main landmark. I'm looking for the bridge now on Google Maps. See if I can work out exactly where that is. This is what happens when you don't follow a main road. Oh, unless this is the Harry Truman Parkway. It may be the Harry Truman Parkway, but we'll follow it. Sounds big and important. But then I can't see the Vernon River. I'm still amazed by the textures, though. Even at this height, I can still see each individual building, tree. Everything, how we do at altitude. That's it, we've leveled off quite nicely. Which way am I flying? So we're flying currently south at the minute. Ah, there's the Army Airport. So we are generally headed in the right direction. Hunter Airfield. Ah, yes, I see where we are now. So this is, this is Hunter Airfield coming up. And I think this is a massive railway line that you can see coming down here. You can just see the line through the trees, and then a mass railway yard just there as well. Welcome to everyone who's just joined us to our weekly Sunday night JA flight, multiplayer flight. Anybody can join this flight. North Europe server. I can just hear some sort of jet engine in my headphones at the minute, so someone's close. Christian, you see a lot of residential areas right next to industry. This is a huge city planner nightmare. Oh, did you grow up playing SimCity, Christian, or City Skylines? If you did, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, so this is the Hunter Army Airfield. We're going to follow the road that leads off the end of this runway. And then, in fact, tell you what, we haven't done this before. We've not done this before. Let's try it. We're going to follow the railway line. We're going to follow the railway line as it does meet up with the I-95. Peter, shouldn't it be a railroad track as we're in the... Yeah, okay. This is the first time I've seen railroad track. This is the first time I see railroad track that actually has what looks like 3D trains on it. Now obviously they're not the stationary wagons, but that is nice to see. It's really nice to see. I think I say almost every episode, I want to see moving trains. That's huge, isn't it? Right, let's follow the railway line. Christian, you still play City Skylines from time to time. Occasionally I play it with my lad, who was really into it and enjoys it, but then he suddenly discovered that you can become a car or a person or a hot dog van and drive around doing crazy things, knocking trees over. It's sort of like GTA for 7-year-olds, so he's quite into doing that at the moment. So my amazing city that I've built is now just gone by the wayside as he's destroyed it. I feel like I'm just climbing a little bit. I'll just trim. Let me just trim her out. Yeah, climbing far too much. Let's get her nice and level. That's okay, I think. Right, so the railway line, railroad, whatever, is straight ahead, as we can see. So now just got to see as we follow this. That's the Veterans Parkway that you can see just running down the side of us. We've never followed a railway line on this. I don't think I've ever done this, even back in the UK. I find railway lines are sometimes easier to spot than others, but this one looks very clean, very defined. So it will meet up with the I-95 in a little while, or at least I hope so. Not though until we've passed through Georgetown, which is what I can see coming up. Not very much showing on my Google Maps, but point of interest, the Brasler USA shop, don't know what that is, Food Line, American Freight Furniture Mattress, oh, Stoner's Pizza Joint as well. United Distributors, the big white buildings that we can see. Hey Roland, we've just left Savannah, East Coast USA. And we're just passing now over Georgetown. Nice little town, as you can see. I love this reflection that's going on here in the sort of, I guess in a small village in the UK here we'd call it the village green. Not very green, perhaps the village pond. And again, with the high quality images over this area of the USA, we can see the chevrons and obviously the cars flying down them. Swimming pools in the back. All the houses backing into what looks like an incredibly busy industrial railway line. Very nice. Peter Green, it's the town swamp. That's not quite as... I was trying to find nice names for things. Oh, hello! What's that? That's Hodges Air Park. Anyone fancies landing on someone else's... I mean, how on earth are you meant to land on that? Jeez, they literally have just torn a strip of trees out and planted some grass. That is Hodges Air Park. GA39, I think the code for that. That would have been fun to land at. Ah. So, Chewy's Road Garbage Dump and Recycle Centre. Down here. We've got two railway lines merging. Dr. Magic, it is indeed World Update time tomorrow. And I believe tomorrow is also Australia Day. Which means that Azobo have planned the release of the sim update tomorrow perfectly, haven't they? Right, still following the railway line that we can see. About to cross the... oh god, what's that? What river's that called? Ogeechee River. I'm going to pass the Ogeechee River. There's a little island down here as well. Is that there? Yeah, the little island, Bird Island. And then the little village town at the other side of this is where we're going to meet up with the I-95. You can probably see it actually. Richmond Hill. Haven't we landed at a place called Richmond Hill already once? But yeah, that's the name of the village coming up. Is it just me that thinks there's some random landing lights down here? What's that all about? If anyone sees those at night, they lead to nowhere. Don't try and land on it. So, railroad is coming up to the I-95. Now, I've got to be very careful. There's a road just here. Is this the one that we're going to be following? No, that's Route 17. Don't confuse Route 17 with I-95. It does meet up with it, I think, in a moment. Okay, big landmark then. We've got Richmond Hill Preschool, which is down here. This is Route 17 that runs alongside it. Here is I-95. There's the junction, so we're going to be breaking off right. Breaking off left. Breaking off left in a minute. Renes, thank you so much for subscribing. Nick, late night stream tomorrow then. I'd never say never, but there is a potential. There is a potential. You know I always like to do a tour and a special stream when we've had an update. Assuming the sim still works. I hate having to put that caveat in place. Okay, there are so many places to eat down here. Bubba's Bistro, Molly McPherson's Scottish Pub and Grill, Scottish food. Wow, I bet that does a roaring trade. Okay, bearing off left. Isa, do I use any external tracking to see my plane in real time with the maps? And if so, what I do? No, none at all. I am literally just map reading. Good old-fashioned map reading. That's why I get lost quite often. Okay, so we're now on the I-95. Again. Slowly getting there, aren't we, guys? We are slowly getting there. Nick, you're going to get the gin in. Yeah, make sure you got the gin in. You get the gin in, Nick, and we'll do, as long as everything works, we'll do a late night stream tomorrow. SRM's sim update and VAT sim update asking for trouble. Well, hopefully the two will not be connected. And I never go on VAT sim for the sim update flights, ever. That would be asking for trouble, wouldn't it? Jet 2 fan, hello. I don't mind Jet 2. If you'd have been a Ryanair fan, oh, that could have been awkward. So let's have a look what's coming up. I'll be brutally honest with you. not very much. Not very much. We're I'm not going to say at a boring stage of our flight. None of it's boring. You guys are here to ensure that. But it's it's a less crowded place, part of the I-95, isn't it? Jet 2, am I from the UK? Flight of code. Can you not tell I'm from the UK? Jet 2 fan? I've got the Yorkshire accent. Or so I'm told. Peter Green, gotta love Chanex. Yeah. I love them even more now, they've just bought a load of Airbuses. So apparently there's a place called Medicine Industries here, but I actually... Oh, there it is. No, it's not. That's not it. It's not showing, is it? Not showing, which is strange. Have we got some clouds? This is weird. Why is it dark over here? And nice and bright and sunny behind us. Unless, of course, it's just the direction the sun's shining on. I guess that would make up for that. Is Yorkshire in the UK? Well, only certain parts of it. I think there's a very small part of Yorkshire that is in Doncaster that technically is Scottish. Yeah, okay. Oh, we're going to be in for some treats now with some great water features. Wayne, you have Yorkshire tea. Oh, I had a Yorkshire tea just before we started the stream. So I'm hoping I don't need a wee. If that's the case, I need to find somewhere to land. Looking where I'd land around here, if I had an emergency, it looks very wet. So the I-95 runway may be the option. Oh wow, we're coming up to a little residential area. It's called the Isle of Wight. So, very swampy around here, isn't it? Let's get to that Isle of Wight in a couple of minutes. Andrew, pretty sure none of Yorkshire is considered UK. Oh, well, that's good. That means we don't have to abide by the stupid new highway code rules that have come out. I'm only a vampire. Am I from Doncaster? No, I'm not. Oh, Brian, it wasn't jam and toast tea. This one was biscuit tea. Here we go. I think this is it. Is this the Isle of Wight here? There seems to be just a few houses scattered around. Cool Machines asks, can we do a flight to Alicante soon? We've done it not too long ago. And you may know that the channel members usually get preference in picking our flight routes. We've had so many new channel members join recently. It's been really nice to see how many kind people are supporting the channel over the last week or so. And don't forget, if you are one of the middle or higher tier channel members, you do get access to the new performance calculator for the Airbus A320neo. Wayne, if I need the loo, just go in a flask and dump it over Greta's house. Oh, Wayne, your love for Greta never ceases to amaze me. Mark, the new highway code is going to cause chaos. The new highway code, Andrew says, rules are ridiculous, especially allowing cyclists to ride two abreast. It's ridiculous. Jayhawk's had a cow bar fitted to the car. Is that to catch all the pedestrians that step out in front of you now, because legally they have the right of way? So there's a big a tyre distribution centre down there, I think it is. Tyre rack distribution centre, Target distribution centre. It's the back and beyond this, isn't it? Brian Dyer says the calculator is great. You're having fun with it, Brian, working for you. Obviously it's still in beta, it's still being tested, so there are a couple of bugs. And there's also a lot more we want to add to it. So we've still got intersection takeoffs to add to it. A few other engine out procedure things that we want to add. Jet 2, can I do Lisbon, Porto, or basically you want me to land in Funchal. We've done that a couple of times as well, and that's really nice. Wayne, the new highway code will kill people. Yeah, well, I'm not stepping out in front of any car thinking, yeah, they'll stop. Now, Interstate Paper, where are you? Oh, this is the building over here, Interstate Paper. I'm guessing they make paper. There's a big brown patch of water. Oh, is that just industrial waste being dumped? It's nice to see it's here, though. Look at it, it's completely brown. Is it masked as water, though? Should we just have a quick look? Is it reflective? Obviously, it's brown water that I can see on Google Maps, but is it brown water here in the sim, or is it solid? Cool Machines liveries that I use, so like the EasyJet livery here, are created by channel members. I think this was Dark Fury made this one for us, so very nice, thank you for Dark. If I use any other ones, it's from flightsim.to. It's not, I don't think that's water, is it? There's no sunlight reflecting down there. It almost looks like a solid field I could land on, if anyone wants to Anyone wants to have a go at that, see if you leave a wake trail behind you. Yes, Rimmer's just stand on the corner chatting and everyone should then stop for you and cause a big traffic jam. Technically, that is it. That's right. Just make it look like you're waiting to cross. 747 Dan, hello. Wayne says it's dirt. Well, it is, but it should be water, I think. Let's get back on track, shall we? What do we think to the music tonight, guys? I always like a nice happy vibe and feel-good factor going on a Sunday night. It's got a bit of a Latin flair to it, this one. I love how you can see Highway 95, just the I-95, just disappearing into the distance. Are we still cloudless? Has everybody else got cloudless skies? It's not just me, right? I might get my app out and have a look, see if it's actually got cloudless skies. Do you know what I'm going to... Whoa! Oh well, there goes the phone. I don't know if you guys heard that. I've just thrown the phone across the room. Let's have a quick look. I'm now flying hands-free with no autopilot, so... best app for stuff like this, the Windy app. Brilliant app. Oh my word, it looks windy outside of on here as well. Let's just put the satellite images on, and oh no, it is. It's spot on. There's not a cloud for miles. Fantastic. Oh well, Microsoft Flight Simulator is indeed doing its job. Good to hear from you guys coming in there as well that you know you don't have any clouds. Oh, guess what, guys? There's a McDonald's coming up. That's the first of our bingos today. I think at this intersection there is a McDonald's and that's it. I tell you what, with so little else around here, I bet this McDonald's makes an absolute fortune. And there it is. The easiest McDonald's on the land to spot. Because there really is absolutely nothing else there. Well, hang on, that looks posh for McDonald's. Look, they're all going to it. They're all getting off. Here they are. Gonna get the large chocolate milkshake. And that's it. Not a lot of settlement for ages. Oh, now this is interesting. So guys, I'm just going to break off and follow Route 17 for a second, because apparently the smallest church in America, I mean, I don't know if that's a name or an actual tourist attraction, but the smallest church in America is meant to be down there somewhere. I'm guessing it's not that big white building because that's huge. It could be there. Smallest church in America then, okay. Quick click of that. Apparently it's now open. It's open 24 hours. And it gets really busy. Well, probably not difficult to make that place look busy if it's the smallest church in America. Is it simple? How do you get the satellite images on the Windy app? I didn't have. Do you know? I have no idea. I didn't have satellite images on. I just looked on the eastern seaboard of the USA and saw there was absolutely no clouds. Nick, you can have a drink now. You've seen that. Now you've seen that church. Only a small one though. Cool Machines. What do you like from McDonald's? Oh, it's got to be a large chocolate milkshake and either a burger or a bucket of 20 nuggets, which apparently you're meant to share, but I'm not so sure. So I think this road that I can see, is that Jones Road or is there another one coming up? Just lost my way ever so slightly here. Oh, hang on. No, I know where we are. Anyone else following on Google Maps? It's Saria Garments down there. I bet most of their customs done via post. Oh, Christian Sam, you're going to have to go. No problem, my friend. Thanks for checking in with us tonight, and I'm sure we'll catch you on some live streams during the week. Looking forward to seeing you again soon, mate. Thank you very much for your continued support. Loving this little lane that's been carved out just there. Oh, don't you just hate that? Truckers driving 3 abreast or 2 abreast, trying to overtake each other, holding up the rest of the cars behind them. Mark, you had some good news on Friday. It looks like your days in the office are a thing of the past. No more fuel costs, and of course, no threat of missing any live streams. Excellent. So, Mark, regular daytime viewer if we do daytime streams. I love doing daytime streams. Gives you guys something to watch, of course, while working, and it clearly means that I'm not. Peter, a truck elephant race. Now apparently Macintosh Lake RV Park just over here, we can just see the lake. Lake Harmony, apparently. Nice name. So we've had the smallest church in America, apparently, that we've just passed. And I'll just get my bearings right here. Down there is a chapel called the Shorter Chapel. Everything's small, isn't it? I always thought America was big. Big on big. Cool, if Concord comes out, will I fly it? I've got to be honest with you. As amazing as that would be, the amount of time learning that I would have to put into learning that, I think I would have to quit my day job and concentrate on full-time flying and streaming. Sadly, that's not going to be that's not going to happen. Streamers, did I find any problem with what happened on Friday with the crash today? I think it was just things got overloaded on the PC. Amsterdam Schiphol, massive airport, so much traffic, and we were there for ages, obviously, because we set up and the sim had been running for a while. I think had we got out of Amsterdam, it would have been fine. But I think hanging around at such a busy airport for so long, obviously the PC is streaming away as well, so it's got quite a few things opened up in the background. It just ground to a halt. Peter Scarab, good evening to you. Are you well? Oh wow, what's that road? What's that we've just passed? Ebenezer Cemetery. Lovely. I can't think of the name Ebenezer without hearing the word Scrooge after it. Cool Machines, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. That is true, but I perhaps need another 4 days in the week. And a few extra hours. Them children and family take up lots of your pesky time, you know. Ooh, a way station. Textures once again look quite neat down here, don't they, actually? You can see all the chevrons there. S. Raymond says hopefully be okay this week. Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of crash to desktops like that where the PC's just ground to a halt at Amsterdam. I think it is the Amsterdam that causes the issue. That and the amount of traffic that was on Vatsim as well. Great for immersion, but oh boy, that's a lot of things to load. And I don't know if this is true. Maybe Dark Fury will help and tell me if I'm just talking complete rubbish here. But I think nighttime is much harder on the sim than daytime, because at nighttime your GPU has to render, particularly over a urban area, has got to render up thousands and thousands of points of light sources, which it doesn't in the daytime, obviously. And that's going to be quite stressful on the GPU. Cool Machines, before you go, do you think I'll ever do an old-fashioned flight like 737 EasyJet? Ugh, no. Never say never, but it's been a long time since EasyJet had 737s. Peter, you're very well now, you're over the Wuhan flu. Wuhan flu. I like that. I've not heard it called that. I prefer that name. I'm going to start using that then. 747 Dan says, let's get this channel growing through the roof then, so so it can happen. Become a full-time straight. Do you know what? If that ever happened, though, I literally would. I'd be just flying all day, every day. So that wouldn't mean single sector flights. We'd be doing 2 sectors, 4 sectors sometimes. Well, it'd then become a day job, wouldn't it? So there's a dream. And you know what? To be fair, we've had so many new channel members join recently. It's been incredibly generous of so many of you this week. So if you are a new channel member that's joined this week, welcome to the live stream and thank you very much for your support. Oh, another McDonald's. Hallelujah. What is that mass building down there? I don't think it's going to tell us. No. Discover Darren McIntosh and McIntosh County YMCA. No, I'm none the wiser. Now, I've just seen a restaurant that is my kind of restaurant, which is BJ's Steak and Seafood. 2 of my most favourite foods. Brian, have I been planning the 20,000 subs flight? I'm probably going to have to start giving that some thought, aren't we? As we are getting close. In fact, what are we at now? If I have a quick live check on that. Oh, wow. Alright, so currently as it stands, 19,603. So, we need to do something special, didn't we? It'll be an all-day event again, just like the 10,000. So it will, I can guarantee you that it will be an all-day event again. But what it will be, I'll have to wait and see. Max on Blitz, you downloaded the Fly-by-Wire 2NX, and when it's downloaded, will it automatically be in fact? Yes, it will. If you've used their installer, yes, it'll be there. That restaurant's over there. It's hidden by trees. The Butler River is what we're about to pass. What's going on here? This looks weird. Brian, you'll need to book that as a vacation day. I will, of course, give plenty of notice for the 20,000 subs flight, just as we did with the... well, we've had 2 really big ones, sorry, 3 really big ones this year. We had the 10,000 subs flight, which obviously we planned. We had the line check flight when we did 15,000 subs. We, of course, had the Christmas special where we went to visit Santa. And, yeah, we'll have the 20,000 subs flight coming up. Peter Green, do we have Seasons mod? We have the Accu Seasons from Rex. Yes, we do. That's why everything looks dead. But it's great. It really is good. I just love the water effects. Dark Fury, a long haul flight? Potentially. May put it to the vote. The things with a long haul flight is obviously, I mean, it's great for chatting and all of that, but in terms of the actual aircraft, then there's not much to do. So I know a lot of people like the 4-sector day that we did. Blooming hard work for me, but the 4-sector day. So that was 4 takeoff and landings. No, it wasn't. 2, 4, it was 8 takeoff and landings, wasn't it? Peter, you thought it looked different. You like it? It's great. The Rex AccuSeasons is definitely one of the best mods that I've got in. Looks really, really nice. Max on Blitz, that's spot on. That's exactly what you need to do. Count Duckula, no Google mod. This is just all default, map wise. The only thing that has changed, as just said, is we've got the Rex AccuSeasons in. Right, Brunswick Golden Isles Airport is what you can see at the top of your screen. Just here. Christian, could we do a long haul A320 but with a pit stop landing? What, for refueling? In-flight emergency, we'll just pretend someone's ill and needs dropping off. Tell you what, I think the textures here are looking rather sharp as well. Peter, have I used RAS from FS2 Crew? Not in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I have in FSX, yes. Which is obviously a lifesaver, literally, in LVP conditions. And I once heard the god-awful phrase, long landing. Okay, go around. So, where is this? I'm trying to have a look at an actual name for this particular area, but I can't actually see one. Highly textured again, though. 747 Dan, do you think it would be possible to do a normal YouTube video where we go through all the mods that I've added to Microsoft Flight Sim so far? Potentially, I mean, that's not a bad shout. But I don't change them that often either, and I don't think I've ever done one. So it may, I don't know, that might be a good idea actually. For people that want to know what it is I'm using. Well, I like that. There's the I-95 Toyota garage down there. So many pools in this neighbourhood. Well, Christian, we're getting towards Florida, aren't we? Holiday Inn, Marriott, lots of hotels down there. Brunswick, Arthur, thank you, Brunswick. Dark Fury says, the answer to your question about the night lighting affects FPS. Yes, it does by 5%, but depending on GPU and settings. See, the FPS wasn't really the issue for me. It's just the extra strain. So, maybe the volumetric lighting can play a part. This is beautiful, isn't it? Oh, look at the water tower down there. Coming up on the East River. Tell you what, I'm not flying in VR, but anyone that is, I bet it looks fantastic. Oh, what are these? Oh, are they just like billboards, signs? Is that what they're meant to be? And buy one, get one free. Ah, okay. Oh, very American. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Esra, there's a lot of flooding on the road. Yes, yeah. I think that's a common sight, isn't it? Alright guys, so the airport we're going to finish our stream at today. Let's have a look. Right. We're going to have to hunt for this one. Jekyll Island Airport. Jekyll Island Airport. Slim Games 123, we're literally following. I've got Google Maps open on my second stream, and we are following the I-95. We're about to go and find Jekyll Island Airport. So we're just... Have we crossed the East River yet? Just making sure, because I need to make sure where we're going here. Right, so that's the East River. We're coming up to another Love Travel shop. We're going to make a right just there to find our airport for landing, yeah? It's going to be down here somewhere. So no VORs at all, Slim Games 123. It's all old-fashioned piloting. So we've got the Georgia Ports Authority, which I tell you what, if you guys are flying with us and you can see the Georgia Ports Authority, aim for it. So break off a left and aim for the Port Authority. There's a line in the satellite imagery there, isn't there, that you can see? So our airport is over here somewhere. Wonder what the Port Authority looks like, because as I said a moment ago, the textures around here in satellite imagery looks really good. Let's check this out. Oh wow. Have we got so many individual cars, trucks and things? Oh man, look at this. The detail. Are these like all brand new cars? It's like Bristol in the UK for anyone that knows that. Railroad track. Love it. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, Barry Golding, channel member Barry, thank you so much. Very kind of you, Barry. Thank you so much for your £5 super chat. Very, very kind of you. A long-time supporter of the channel as well. Really appreciate that, Barry. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great weekend and are enjoying the usual Sunday night chilled out flight. Tell you what, there's a little bit of drift, isn't there, with the wind at the moment. Oh wow, there's a casino. Anyone fancy it? Emerald Princess Casino is just here. What a strange place for a casino, although I suppose it's the sort of place you would go and make a special trip to. Oh wow. That afternoon sun. 14 degrees, Christian, then, according to the METAR. That's all right, isn't it? It's quite a nice temperature for January. It's still January, isn't it? Oh, yes. Oh, the tax return. All right, we'll sort that. Right, look at this. I like a long, winding road where you don't want to be flying in the car it is, and come off-road because, well, you're going to get wet. Anyone that wants to actually tune in a VOR for this, the Vortac is 109.8. If anyone wants to set their nav radio to that. It's not based on the airfield, but it's close. In fact, I wonder if we could see it. I think it's meant to be on here, the VOR. And VORs are rendered quite nicely in the sim, so that'll be interesting. Jekyll Island Guest Information Centre. Jekyll Island. Wonder if there's anyone there called Hyde. So, on the end of this road, there should be a VOR. 109.8. Let's have a quick look-see, shall we? Oh, there it is. It's a shed. I've seen better VORs in the sim. But yeah, there's the VOR. Okay, let's bank a left, and our airport is just here. There it is. So we've got the winds, we're going to be landing north to south. Not many airports around here, so we've had to come quite a way off the I-95 to find somewhere to land. Anyone flying a seaplane, well, you could have dumped it next to the runway. JMac, we are on the North Europe server and we are about to come into Jekyll Island. And there's not much there. I'll overflight a couple of times to let you guys get in. Dark Fury, oh god, they're back. Yeah, interestingly, they only ever come back on flights like this. They're not bothered about the real op flights. Must be too boring for them. Fag 001, hello. This is another runway that you don't want to... Oh, that looks like a severe attempt at landing. Oh, is he going to make it? Who's that? Oh, he's going to cut in. Is it Nick? Oh no. Who was that? What did I say about coming in hot and fast? Don't want to mess it up at this airfield. Right. Well, speaking of not messing it up, my turn. pappies as well, this airport. Okay, what are we? 500 feet, we'll level off there, bleed some speed. Get them flaps out. I love the shadow and texturing of the flight deck. Cockpit, rather. J-Mac, feel free to join us next week. We're on most Sundays. Details released on our Discord server prior to the stream starting. Well, it's nice to say we've landed on an island as well for this series. This is the first island we've landed on. That looks ambitious. Dark says, you bet this airfield was never packed with this many aircraft. No, I bet you're right. We're all going to that casino. Trying to work out if they're pappies or not. They look like they could be, but I'm not convinced. And I'm definitely not convinced about the angle that they're giving us. I'm going to rip the landing gear off on those trees again if I follow this. Bit Geneva-esque. There we go, we're over it. Little wind coming in there. Ooh, stay on. What was that wind direction again, Christian? Had to put quite a bit of rudder in there. Peter Green, have we armed the approach phase? Wrong aircraft. Some games, do you have an introductory flight on Tuesday in the Diamond 20? That is indeed a coincidence. Nice little airfield. Oh, someone's been marshalled in there. That's neat. Oh yeah, this airport has never seen this many aircraft in its life, has it? Right, let's go. Oh look, the black vehicles are here, all panicking. Where are we going to park them? Right, let's do a bit of parking up. Oh wow, he's just had his bonnet sawn off by the propeller. Parking brakes set. Oh wow, fantastic. Oh, why is everyone upside down? It's not Australia Day yet. There we go. Oh, well guys, once again, as ever, thank you so much. Hope you've enjoyed the Sunday night flight. That was really neat. I like this airport as well. Something a little bit different. We seem to find that, don't we? Just by pure coincidence. Every airfield we're landing at on this series is indeed very, very different. And that's been fun. Not too much again to see in terms of sights, but a lot of high-res textures over what I would claim to be a rather desolate, barren part of the USA. Very green, but nice to see that when there has been towns, villages, mini cities and things, that they have been done in great detail. So guys, thank you so much to everyone who's flown alongside us today. My word, I could just see now there's loads, and I'm sure that there's also plenty that are not being shown just there, as they've disappeared, evaporated, as they do. That has been one of our best attended flights. Really thankful to all of you guys for flying alongside us. To those of you who have donated and contributed during the stream today as well, thank you so much for that. Of course, as always, the EasyJet Sim pilots, thank you, channel members, thank you so much. Remember, if you are on our Discord server in the mid or higher tier channel members, you've got access to our A320 Neo Performance Calculator, still in beta, of course. So for those of you that have not yet seen this, I'll just give you a quick show how it works. It works exactly like the real FlySmart that Airbus pilots use. Let's pick a runway. Let's go with, I don't know, let's go with Birmingham, see what's happening there. So it automatically knows your runway availability. Let's go runway 33. Actually, no, what we do is you get the METAR first, which automatically downloads 230 at 9. Yeah, so runway 33. Why not? Runway condition dry off. Takeoff weight. Let's go with 77 tons. Takeoff CFG 25, which is standard at the moment. Flex config 1. Packs off. Calculate that, and there you go. Gives you everything you need to know. Brings in your V speeds, and this is based on some real world data as well. So it's probably one of the closest performance calculators that you're gonna be able to have for the flight simulator. Also includes things like the engine out procedures and things like that, which is really nice to have it. So yeah, again, if you are a channel member of the middle or the higher tier, remember you've got access to that, details on the Discord server as well. Right, thank you so much, guys. Hope you have enjoyed the flight today. I look forward to seeing you this week with some more Real Ops live streams in the A320 on VATSIM. Hope everyone's had a great weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this stream as a way to chill out on a Sunday night before we all go back to work tomorrow. Thanks so much, everyone. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Good night, everyone.